NORD, baby, we doing it way big.
And here we go, Cole. Here we go. We at number 2, but you kind of said you kind of want to compare and contrast with both of these groups right here, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the number 2 team and the number 1 team kind of at the same time, right? But this number 2 team, Cole, has a real strong argument and could look both of us in the face and tell us we tripping.
They probably could.
We tripping. Like number 2, this team has championships.
Check.
This team has consistency.
Check.
This team has a great fan base, an awesome following.
Check.
This team has celebrity alumni.
Check.
This park has a name in the city that you can immediately identify with when you hear it. The minute you hear the you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The minute you see this, you know what that means. Mm-hmm. This is a straight representation of where I'm from. The Harrell Rams at number 2. Mm-hmm. What you got to say about that?
I got to say, you made all the points for Harrell being number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the number 1 team.
Okay.
Everything you say about Harrell being at number 2, the number 1 team say the same thing about.
They say the same thing?
Exact same thing.
The exact same thing.
Exact same thing.
And like I said, we doing this from 2016.
Doing from 2016.
The whole, since we've been doing this.
Since we've been doing it.
So we're not going to go back and then you will bring up history on you.
But Willie Hall got history too.
Willie Hall got history?
Yeah. You think they just was built overnight? They ain't built Rome in a day.
Willie Hall got history?
Yeah, they got history, man.
Huh?
Yeah. You think they just named themselves Wakanda? Think they just came from nowhere? No, them people got history of winning, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Willie Hall Panthers at number 1, obviously, as you can see.
Right.
We're talking about both of the teams right now. But you said you want to compare them and tell us why you had Harrell at 2 and Willie Hall at 1. Cole, tell us why.
When I think about 2016, right, I think about Harrell dominating for the most part, of having the dominant role for the most part. I think about what they did at the 7 to 8-year-old group with Wimpton winning. And I think about what they did at the 11 to 12-year-old group with Rotten and them winning. Right? 2016, like I said, when we started.
Right.
But then you take the same approach at Willie Hall. 2016. What were they?
Right there.
Right there. But as the years progressed, 2017, you seen Harrell, I ain't going to say falling off, because they didn't fall off, but you seen Willie Hall just gaining major momentum.
Okay.
And a breaking point came, the breaking factor came in 2018.
Okay.
When I think both parks across the board were even. Across the board, from 5 and 6 to 7 and 8, from 5 and 6, from 7 and 8, 9 and 10, and 11, 12. I think those 2 programs were even across the board.
Okay.
Now look at it. The 5 and 6-year-old program, Harrell beat Willie Hall in the semis. Check for Harrell.
Right.
The 7 and 8-year-old program, Willie Hall had, it was about the same this year.
Yeah.
About the same this year. So let's call that a draw.
Okay.
Then when you get to the 9 and 10, this where it really was a no-brainer for Willie Hall.
No-brainer?
A no-brainer. Willie Hall, 9-year-old team, won a championship. Willie Hall, 10-year-old team, won a championship.
Yeah.
Willie Hall, 10-year-old team that won a championship, beat Harrell. Willie Hall, 9-year-old team that beat Joe Brown in the championship in the semifinals, they beat Harrell. 11 and 12 for this year, hands down, is Willie Hall.
Right, right.
But when you go back since I was beginning, it'll be Harrell.
It'll be Harrell, right.
So it's almost like 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
Right.
But just based on the 9s and 10s winning championships in the same year, unheard of.
And like I said before in this video, the 9 and 10s in this city right now, the 9 and 10s, Cole.
And let's talk about the 9 and 10s, because you labeled a group from the cutoff you thought was really special.
Yes,
right?
yes. That Debo and them group, yes.
Yeah, and then you got to put your boy gonna be with that group too.
Who?
Caden Powell, because he played with them.
Okay, you see what I'm saying?
With that group
see what I'm saying, bro?
But I think about Killer Khalil Fisher. I think about Trey Garrison. I think about that group at Harrell, right? But then I think about the boys over here.
Yeah.
I think about G5.
Yeah.
Who hands down, in my opinion,
Yeah, hands down. He's 10.
He 10.
Can we live with him the best 10-year-old in the
Oh
state?
yeah. I feel about Gavin G5 Cooper like I feel about Fright Night Fred.
And you talking about that group, that 10-year-old group, which is Deuce them, right? I mean, not Deuce.
No,
that's is that Prime Time them?
No, Prime Time 11 now. They with the 11-year-old group. Cam, Prime Time them, Deuce them, all them 11 right now.
Okay, because Gavin was with the 9-year-old that won the championship. Because he's going to the 10.
Right. Yeah. Now, you got to remember, Willie Hall got some 10s in that group too.
Got some 10s over there?
From last year. When I'm talking about Keith with the dreadlocks, he was 10 last year.
Okay, I remember
that.
Like,
that's the 11-year-old class.
Okay,
but the 10-year-old class, when you think about Fat Man, you think about Gavin Cooper, you think about my guy, Poke Chop.
Right.
What up, Poke Chop?
Yeah, that is your
guy
guy.
right there, man. TJ. A little Cedric, they got some guys on that 9-year-old team.
Was that Poke Chop that checked me at the championship game?
That was Poke Chop, man. Yeah,
check me.
You call that man the whole that was.
I can't remember. Yeah, I know. I was tripping. You stupid. I don't even realize I said that. But Poke Chop checked me in at the booth. Let me know who he was. Like, he came up there like hollering at me. Yeah. He was like, man, you don't know who I am? I'm like, oh, my bad. My bad. I had to dab him off after that. My bad. Who was that? Poke Chop?
Poke Chop like a big deal in the city.
Shout out to Poke Chop, man.
But then, like I say, I think what happened is, too, why Willie Hart also get the edge is because the fall off at Harrell 11 and 12.
Fall off? It was from one year?
But how it fell from that 1 year. You was a 2-time back-to-back champion. Like I can expect you to have to kind of reload that situation.
Coach Rodney, Coach Dave, what up?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and there wasn't no knock on them.
I know, I'm just saying, what up?
But just being that Harrell trust and having this program set, like Willie Hall had they fall off at 11 and 12s. They ain't been in that number last year.
Okay.
They wasn't big dog last year.
Not at all.
But you think about the championship team at 12 this year, that's all Willie Hall balls.
Yeah, it is.
This 11 and 12-year-old team Rodney had, he can say that was all Harrell boys.
Yeah. Facts.
It's facts.
Facts.
So when I look at it, like, okay.
Facts.
Willie Hall won with all their boys. 11, 12.
Well, they did win it with that Darryl Demesby and them, right? No, they lost.
Who you talking about?
Harrell.
No, Darryl Demesby played with the 13-year-old group that lost in triple overtime to Pontchartrain. The team I wanted to see play 14-year-old to see if Pontchartrain really was that group.
Yeah.
And that was going to be the group to tell me if y'all that group. Ja Wayne, Kamani and them, Darryl Demesby on one team, Pete and them. Go play ball.
Yeah.
Go play ball.
Yeah.
We didn't get it, though.
Yeah.
We didn't get it.
They caught him when it was 13.
Yeah, when it was 13.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, we talking about Harrell and Willie Hall at the 1 and 2. Can't really argue with them being there. You can't argue with who you want to go 1 and 2.
It's just who you like better.
Can't go.
Who you like?
If you ask me, you asking me?
Let me ask you.
I got to go with the U.
Why?
Consistency at winning, identification, parent I'm going to say parent conduct. I don't want to say that. I'm going to say parent participation, right? I like their program system as far as development because I'm seeing some familiar faces. And I like a coach went back 7 and 8. I really think he does a terrific job. I like Coach Rodney and them at 11 and 12. I think they do a terrific job. We got Coach Derek bouncing around from 9 and 10. Now he 11 and 12.
But he's consistent. He the 9 and 10-year-old coach. He did an 11 and 12-year-old Division II team 1 year as kind of a help out thing. But he's 9 and 10. Like,
he's 9 and 10?
9 and 10.
So when Cam them leave,
he got it. But see, when Cam them leave, he's in a good situation. You get Killer Khalil Fisher. You get Money Mitch. You get what's the other boy? You get Trey Garrison. You ain't about to get no slums.
No, you're not.
You about to get something that you're gonna be expected to win.
Right. Okay. What my man Deuce at?
Deuce at Milne.
Okay. But at the end of the day, I would have Harrell at 1.
And I see where you come from. I feel where you're at, but just the mere fact that everything you said about Harrell, all the exact same things can be said about Willie Hall.
I want y'all to comment in this video or even or the other video, but comment what you think your top 10 would be. Comment your top 10 programs in the city. Don't be biased with your program.
They're gonna be biased because most people see, and this is my whole.
So if I'm a cutoff warrior,
cutoff gonna probably be in the top
number 1.
Probably. Like everybody that's on this list, and here go the thing.
Who would be going too far if they tried that? What if you're a Joe Brown parent? If you say we number one, you going too far? Stop.
No.
Stop.
Let's be real here.
Stop it.
Like, only people can say that is probably the people. I think everybody in the top 5 to 7 could say they can make a case for themselves being ranked higher or being number one.
Okay.
And that's come from a personal thing. And that's why I think I'm the most qualified to do this, because
talk about it.
I don't care who number one.
Okay.
Like, it's not. I don't have a reason for putting nobody in no particular order.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's no payoff for me.
Right.
Like, I don't have a team in a race.
Okay.
I don't have a son in a race.
No.
You got to kind of take my word for I'm as objective as I can be.
You are objective as you can be, and you are very informative due to the fact that you are doing this. You are going around the city. You are putting these kids on display like this. So who else can be more qualified to say that
with no bias? I don't think nobody can do it without bias, without some type of bias. Because everybody's gonna have a real connection to some park or some playground in this city. I would even
say me myself too.
Yeah. But I guess the difference between yourself and I is them daytime hours.
No. I'm not saying I would be qualified to do it as well.
But you would be.
But my bias would kick in.
Yeah, you have bias. You have to some points. We all have bias.
Yeah.
But it just so happens
I'm looking at Norman at 5.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Cutoff at 7. I'm like, Let me go ahead and bump them up.
Well, look, before we get out of here, let me hear how your top 10 will be real quick.
My top 10?
Spitball it right fast.
I mean, to be honest with you, Joe Brown at number 10, no. I would.
St. Rock, maybe?
That's what I was thinking. To be honest with you. But I'm gonna go with St. Rock at 10. I would have a St. Rock at 10. I would have a McHugh at 8. At 9. I would have a McHugh at 9 because I like a lot of the pointers that you made.
Okay.
I like a lot of pointers that you made, but I got to put QBU ahead of them. Okay. But then I got to slide QBU ahead of Milne. So Milne would go to my
8 spot.
QBU would slide down to my 7. So that automatically means Cutoff would have to get bumped up, and Milne would have to get bumped up, right? I would have definitely. I got Cutoff.
Milne got bumped down. You got St. Rock at 10, McHugh at 9, Milne at 8, Lions at 7.
Lions at 7. I'm sorry, my bad. So I got Lions at 7. Goretti is 6 for me.
Okay.
Goretti is 6 for me. I'm immediately going with my Cutoff Warriors at 5.
Okay.
I'm immediately going with my Cutoff Warriors at 5. I got to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm going to go with, for the simple fact that the train to me with the Alumni Association, it means something to me. I like seeing that. I'm not going to lie. The guys that's even before 2016 that we have seen that's off in college right now. I see Coach Ray posting a lot of things about him. I like that. I really do. So I would have to have my normal Wildcats at 4 with the P-Train Patriots
at 3.
No, I'm sorry. My Willie Hall Panthers are at 3.
Willie Hall at 3.
Yeah, and I got P-Train at 2, and I got Harrell at 1.
Oh, that's the list.
Yeah.
But that's your list. You heard my list.
I heard your list.
You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how we ride.
We got to remember, this is all about football, right? So it's football program. We're going to talk about track and basketball in the comments. And
if y'all want, I could do that too.
Top 10 all around program?
I can do that too. I can do that too. And this list will be a whole lot different.
But let's remember something, though. We're talking about football programs in the city of New Orleans, right? So we're talking about our babies being coached. We're talking about our babies being loved. We're talking about people that surround our children that we can trust. So when we use this word program and we say football, let's not just talk about what's happening on the grass.
And it's more than that.
It's definitely more than that. And a lot of that plays a part with parent participation. A lot of mamas, a lot of daddies, a lot of uncles, aunties, grandmas, grandpas, next door neighbors, co-workers, the whole 9 yards coming out helping us out. We love on our babies. When you say programs, you talk about New Orleans, it warms my heart. I got to be honest with you. That means something good going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes me feel good. I like that.
And there's a lot of programs in the city that are like the new Digby.
Yeah, the new
you know
Digby.
What I mean? The new Digby.
St. Rock in there.
Hardin is starting to come along. A team that's really need to get some mention, and I've seen this program grow. And I think if I did this again in 3 years, a team like the Pretty Warriors
will
probably make the list.
Wow.
because they growing.
Okay.
I like where they hit.
Okay.
I like where Prairie that hit as a football program.
Okay.
I'm talking. But you got some teams.
You do. You got a lot of programs out
Bonager need to go shake back at some point.
Yeah. I mean,
Berman.
I'm looking for Bonager next year because they did make it to the championship. I'm looking for Bonager next year to maybe break the ice a little bit. I don't know where as far as 7 and 8 or 9 and 10.
The 9 and 10 should be consistently good.
Because they're going to be 9. Their best player's going to be 9. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to seeing the Bonager Jaguars. Well, the Jaguars, right? Looking forward to seeing the Bonager Jaguars actually break the ice next year. I'm not going to lie.
JPS.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to the Bonager Jaguars making some noise. Some teams that's not in the top 10. But, and you say Hardin, you say definitely keep an eye on Prairie.
Yeah. Hardness, they shaking up over there. Keep an eye on Prairie. They're going to be making a little noise. Lion Center. My boy Torrey going over to Lion Center, so he going to bring 5 and 6. Him and Jude over there at Lion Center. So Lion Center.
Him and Jude?
Yeah.
2 guys with rings?
Yeah, rings and things. Yeah.
2 guys with rings? Coaching together?
Yeah.
I like it.
With Coach Calvin over there with that.
I like it.
Lion Center going to be all right, but.
And before we go, 1 minute on this. 1 minute on this. It's some coaches out there I would love to see get some jewelry. And you said his name just not, Coach Calvin. I would love to see Coach Calvin get some jewelry. Coach Calvin was 7 and 8, was popping. I need to see you in the championship game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to see my Berman Green Machine, any one of the Parks, make some noise this year. I would love to see that. I would love to see, and well, I'm not gonna say I would love to see. I can't wait to see 13 and 14 this year. I can't wait. This will be the best year for 13-14. We've been waiting on this. A lot of guys might disappoint us and go play freshman ball. I understand.
I hope not.
Yeah, a lot. You know, I'm hearing some whispers.
And let me say this too. Last year, I did a show called Bold Predictions, and I said Pontchartrain won't win the championship. Let me say this and be 100% clear with that. I did that to motivate Pontchartrain 13, 14-year-old boys.
Well, that's what Diddy said.
Because the league wasn't no fun.
Okay.
And I went on a bold statement and did that just hoping that somebody would back me in that league, and it just didn't happen.
I'm hoping Cutoff Warriors make a return, 13-14. Coach Cub, what's up, baby? I'm really hoping they make a return.
I love you, Cub.
What's up, Coach Peanut? I'm hoping y'all make a return for 13-14 so we can balance this thing out because Norman will be good. Harrell will be good. It should be nice. It should be nice, man.
I hope they all play.
I know, man.
And that's
It
how
was
it
fun,
rockin',
baby. It was fun. Top 10 programs in New Orleans. There's always one love, huh, baby?
And holla back.
And holla back.
Yeah.
1008 TV, baby.